Hey guys, Wednesday, March 12th, 2025. Let's see what the Black Widow did today. So far, she came after the bulls. The daily spectrum cycle has been negative since the 20th. The 4-hour technicals are negative. The 1 hour is negative. The signals I used in the 4 hour negative, and the 1 hourly is super negative. Seasonality is flat. The Members of Traders report is flat, but I'm sure this is going to change because you're going to see the true colors of the large speculators and commercial. They already were changing as of last week. You're going to see the big numbers pop on when they reveal the next report. So far, it's flat. We're on a wave 5. I haven't looked at the Elliott wave technique yet, and I got a Gann target to the upside, big time frame, big long term, which could relate to the weekly. But so far, the daily spectrum is down, so this is probably the beginning of the wave down, and we'll see how low it goes. I haven't put the model I've been working, but the one for that I've been working on this week, both of the models were in sync, indicating downward pressure. And once I saw that every pop was getting just pushed lower and pushed lower, that was the attack to just continue and stay short to the end of the session. And so far, that has played out very, very well. Looking at our market profile, notice this right here, this low 405. This is the 3/4. If we push below that, high probability we could probably get to 373. And this is on the daily. Let's look at the 3-month time frame. I just wanted to show you that. Let's go to the 3-month real quick. Yep, we blew through value area high. You can see the bears are in control. And even if we do 1 month, you'll notice that we cracked the point of control, which is around 433. So the value area low is 386, which could potentially continue going lower. But so far, let's see if this is going to hold. I'm going to show you why this stalled here. And maybe it goes sideways here, and maybe nat gas could go on a reversal, maybe dead cat bounce, and then push lower to maybe get down here. Too early to tell, but let's see how the overnight. If this holds, there's probably going to be I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be a pop, or the EIA report is coming out tomorrow. Maybe it can just kind of go sideways and then maybe even push even more, but we'll see. We'll take it one step at a time. So far, we got a good down day. MACD is negative. The trend is still up and intact. It's just short term, just a little tickle to the downside. MACD is negative on the daily. MACD is negative on the weekly. Trend is still up. Above all the moving averages on the weekly. On the daily, you're battling the 20. You got the 50 here, so you still got good support. You're at S1 on the Woody's pivot, which is 405, so that was a nice target to the downside. Still above the cloud. The cloud is pointing upward and positive. Linear regression channels are pointing up. So yeah, the weather hasn't been helping. It's getting a little warmer. People are locking in profit and trying to get out because the cold is not coming. It's going to get a little warmer and nicer. So price action is reflecting that. The nat gas trade wars probably has nothing to do with this. I think this was more weather related. Key level to watch. That's one of the reasons I got out. We just kissed the midpoint on the APF. So let's see if that holds. And on top of that, you got that pivot right here, 405. So you got a double whammy right there, and see if now we bounce. So if you are a short bear, be careful because she might bounce. This is a very important area. In regards to geometry, now if she cracks it, then she'll go to the 25 and then go maybe to the 0. But so far, we're taking baby steps. This is right now where the bulls are probably going to be like, okay, we got something to play with. Let's see if we can hold it and push higher. Let's look at our midpoint chart. Look at the monthly or the yearly. So far, a big target would be 386. And so far, the mobiles are pointing lower. Stokes are unwinding. The wave is negative, but the trend is still up. Looking at our daily using monthly pivots, we cracked through the 75, and now we're going to the yellow quadrant. If we get there, around 398, that's your next target. And all the waves are negative, mobiles are negative, Stokes are unwinding. So that's good for the bears. And on the weekly pivot, we just cracked your midpoint, which is around 414. I was saying that was a target, big target. We just hit it and even pushed lower. So if it tries a bounce and fails, you know, because it's going to bounce off your midpoint off the APF. If it fails 414 in the overnight, it's probably going to take out 405 and then go straight down to kiss the 25%, which is 394. And so far, everything is negative. Stokes are unwinding. You see, these are opportunities are short when you get these what I call them TPs. And there was a TP here, and then in the U.S. session, they pounced on it even more. So for tomorrow only, if we have a bounce, keep an eye around 421 to 414. This is the hourly chart, and if we get a bounce, it needs to hold around 405 and get to at least 414 or 421. If it's not going to get that far, at least 413, 414. And if it fails here, if it's just going to go sideways in the overnight onto the U.S. session and the EIA report, then it's either going to go up or down. I don't know what my models are saying. I haven't looked at them yet, but I'll look at them tonight to see if there's any clues into what direction it could go with the EIA report. But so far, the bias short term is to the downside. And if there's more downside, you got at least 397 all the way to 389, which is this purple line. And this gray line to the targets to the downside. And if it's going to go higher, you need to get above 314, 411, at least 421 to look at some targets to the upside. But so far, we need to be above at least 421 to even consider that. And lastly, let's look at our square of 9. So we went all the way from 490 right here, and we went all around the globe, and we ended up 405. So this is another indication that maybe this is where we stop. So be careful. 405, you got the Andrews pitchfork, green line, midpoint. You just meeting with 490, another indicator on a Gann's technique where you can find support and bounce from here, and all the other things that I've been showing you. So if we continue pushing lower, just keep going. 401, 391, all the way to 381. Those will be your targets to the downside. I'm going to sign out. Hope you like this video. I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on that gas.